Okay, I'm back. And I am sorry for the very shaky video yesterday. I think I was trying to straighten it because it looked a little like Wompy Jobber on my screen. Anyway, today I want to show you how to navigate the My Next Move website. So you can see right here that Onet is the owner and operator of My Next Move. So why do we need two websites? Well, the Onet website gives you a ton more information, okay, as you saw yesterday when you clicked on the details tab. My Next Move is a little easier to navigate, and it gives you things in an infographic. So like right here, if you already know something that you want to be, where it says I want to be A, you can type it in. I'm going to go ahead and click teacher because that's what I had yesterday, but you can put in whatever you want. And I'm going to click search. So this looks very similar to the page that we had yesterday where it lists those 20 same options. Remember in that other video it said it was showing the top 20 careers for teachers, and it's still doing that. We have this icon that says Bright Outlook. Bright Outlook means that there's a good chance that you're going to be able to get a job in that field over the course of the next 10 years. And so obviously there are some Bright Outlook jobs in education. Okay, so I'm going to click middle school teachers. And this, if you were to, and if we were in class, I would compare this, but I don't want to bore you on the video. If you were to compare the information from Onet and My Next Move regarding what a teacher does on the job, you would, what they're called, the information is the exact same. It's the exact same. It's just that in My Next Move, it's laid out in an infographic, kind of like a poster, rather than those lines and lines and lines and lines of information. Now, those lines of information are still really important because there's some things that they don't give you here on My Next Move. But it does give you enough to kind of look at the job that you're interested in and see, is that something that I would like to do? I want you to notice right here on this page, they call it personality. Y'all remember when we did our personality stuff, our superpowers and lucky fins, I told you that this was going to be really important as far as jobs go, and here it is. On Onet Online, I think it's called Work Habits. I'll find out for sure, and I will let you know. But it still has some of the basic things like the types of knowledge you need to have, the skills you need to have, the abilities you need to have. Personality is kind of, what do you naturally do? Types of technologies that you would use. Okay, now it has education and your job outlook, which is salary, and explore more. So let's take a look at this education section. It still has, well, there are these different things you can click. Right now, you don't really need to worry about training and certification and licenses. But remember, or if you remember, in the video from yesterday, it had a list of percentages. Like 64% of people who have a job in education said they needed a bachelor's degree. So it's still telling you that the minimum amount of education you need is a bachelor's degree or a certificate after college is usually needed. It just doesn't give you that percentage. And sometimes that is important. So to find the actual detailed percentage of who needs what. Because sometimes an associate's degree or a certificate after college, one is 33% and one is 34%. And so with each one, you can get a good job. But in education, you must have a bachelor's degree to be able to get a job as a teacher. Then with Job Outlook, it says the job outlook is average. And then you can check out the state and the salary. These are those two links I showed you that have the bar graphs that compare different states. We did Texas, but you can look at any state that compare the state percentage to the national average. And there's the salary. So beginning salary, $39,000, median salary, $58,600, and then high salary, is 93.1. So this is in the United States, not in the state of Texas, but in the United States. But it's still a good place to start. So I want you to do the same thing today that you did yesterday. You're going to go to mynextmove.org, and here it is. Plus I have the link in Canvas. Go to mynextmove.org. Look up a different, you can look up the same job as you did yesterday, but I also want you to look up a different one. So again, you know, I've been teaching this now for 10 semesters, and every semester I have a kid say, I don't know what I want to do, or I don't want to do anything. And so what I tell them is, you can not want to do anything, but sitting on your parents' couch for the rest of your life is not an option. So at least go look at a job that your parent has, your big brother has, your neighbor has, your grandfather has, just a job you've heard of. And then let me know what that job is. Oh. I'm just leaving that because I'm not redoing the video. Okay. If you have questions about these websites, shoot me an email and I'll be glad to answer your questions.